Good morning, one and all. I am Dr. Mahesh, working as Assistant Professor, Department of Postgraduate Studies and Research in Commerce, Karnataka State Open University. I am also serving in the university as a Director for Planning, Monitoring, Evaluation Board, and also serving as Coordinator for Center for Internal Quality Assurance. Today I am going to deliver a lecture on marketing management. In marketing management, I am going to focus exclusively on new product development and as well as product life cycle. Why most of the companies they are running towards in the today's scenario introducing so many product, half a dozens of the product in the market, but among the half a dozens of the product, most of the products are finding a failure in the market. There are so many reasons. Because of improper market identification, they can go for improper market analysis, poor marketing research. These are the certain reasons wherein the companies are failure in positioning or penetrating the product inside the market. Once the company is going to be taken care of marketing research very well, definitely they can able to place the right product in the right place. By that, the customers they are going to be accept the product without having any kind of the hassles. This is a quite natural phenomenon. There are certain stages in the new product development. Let me discuss these stages of new product development little later after discussing the new product life cycle. When we look at the product life cycle, there are 5 different what you call the stages or the different phases of the product life cycle. The first stage or phase is introduction stage, growth stage, maturity stage, and the saturation or a decline stage. Some of the experts in the field of marketing, they say the entire product life cycle will be on 5 stages, and some of them will be say it will be 6 stages. But as in totally or in comparison with all of the experts, we will discuss the 5 different stages of the marketing management. So product life cycle. Let us go one by one. What is introduction stage is going to be speaks. Dear friends, as the name itself indicating here, introduction stage is going to be speaks about the product position. The product is going to be introduced newly in the market. At those stages, most of the customers are highly unaware about the product introductions in the market. Because the product is very new, most of the customers are non-aware about the product. That's why there is an aggressive promotional activity has to be undertaken by the company in order to create the awareness among the customers. How an aggressive promotional activities have been undertaken through continuous advertisement, launching the continuous advertisement either in the print media or in the electronic media. One can able to what you call understand the product movement inside the market. That's why most of the company at the beginning or at the introduction stage, they used to be go for undertaking the aggressive promotional activity. This is one. And the second unique characteristics of the introduction stage is the product is below the break-even point. What is a break-even point? The break-even point is a clear indication where the company they cannot able to earn the profit and as well as they cannot be in the loss position. Whatever the total investment made by the company can able to get only the investment, not about the return. Return is zero, or we can say return is negative in the introduction stage, because as I said, the sales volume is very less. When the sales volume is very less, one cannot able to identify, one cannot able to get the expected amount of the profitability. That's why most of the company at the initial stages, they can able to get they can able to report the negative profitability during the introduction stage. And the cost of production. Normally, as I said, the cost of production will be very high at the initial stages, because as I said, indirect expenditures are very high. Direct expenditure is related to the manufacturing of the product, and indirect expenses like advertisement expenses, distribution expenses, selling expenses all are attributed towards the total cost. That's why initial stages indirect cost will be very high. When indirect cost will be very high, invariably the total cost will be very high. In the total cost will be very high, invariably the profitability of the company is going to be getting reduced. That's why one cannot able to get the expected or predicted amount of profitability during the product introduction stage. And the second important stage, growth stage. As I said, the name itself again here indicating the product is gradually growing in the market. What is the indication for the product growth? The sales volume is a clear indication. It is clearly indicating by making the comparison between the quarterly sales. The first quarter, what will be the reported sales, and the second quarter, what will be the reported sales. When they are going to be making the comparison between quarterly wise sales, the sales itself is going to be clearly indicating the product is gradually moving upward or gradually developing inside the market. That is, gradually the customers are started accepting the customer's product. And the third one is a maturity stage, where the product sales has been reached in the market very peak level. Very peak level means an highest level. Here the company, the unique features in the maturity stage is the company is going to be enjoy the number one position inside the market, more or less like a monopoly market. They are going to be enjoying the monopoly, and they can able to get the unpredicted amount of profitability. Suppose if the company is predicted that, and this year I am going to get 200 crores profitability, but the company is going to be getting 500 crores. They cannot imagine or they cannot predict it what kind of what volume of the profitability they can able to get out of their product. This is what the drastic changes one can able to identify during the what you call maturity stage of the product. With all this explanation, I can able to tell you that what you call the product life cycle is a different stages of a product movement in the market that can able to help the what you call company how best they can able to what you call make their product to be move inside the market, passing the different stages inside the market, and this is an indication for them what you call to identify the defensive strategy for each stages in order to curb the competition which will be posed by your rivalry or your the competitors. This is regarding the new product life cycle. Now let us concentrate towards new product development. When the company will go for new product development, when an existing product which could not able to satisfy the needs and requirements of the consumer they want something new which is satisfy their needs and requirements, then those product has to be brought. And because of the technological renovation, revolutionary changes in the technology, day by day technology is like a flowing water. Every day technology is going to be keeps on upgrading. When technology is keeps on upgrading, your existing product has to be what you call correlate with the present day changes, the present day technology what it says. If you say that I could not cope up with the current changes or current technology what is there, definitely the customers will not ready to buy. Your product will be outdated. Your product is going to be old and obsolete. I don't want your product. I want the product to the latest one, latest technology embedded product. You take the example of your electronic gadgets like computers, your laptops, or you take your mobiles. Nobody will go for keypad mobile now. Everything, every activities will be done within a fraction of second in the tip of fingers while in the mobile. If you would have the mobile, you can book a ticket, you can transfer the money, you can what you cannot do in the mobile, the latest technology. That is what we can say that here. Mobile company, if they say that I could not update the technology, nobody could have come forward to buy your product. What it indicates that the technological revolution is also pose a threat or what you call a challenge to the company, how they can able to cope up with that. If they are not cope up with that, definitely you cannot survive with the existing product, old product. That's also one of the reasons why the new products are entering into the market. We say sometimes we say that here we should thanks to technology because which gives lot of birth to the new product, the growing technology. isn't it? And what are all the stages of new product development? There are 5 important stages of new product development. One is idea generation. What's the idea generation? The new product, I'm talking about the new product, it is not so easy what I'm talking. Before that, I should have an idea what I need to produce, how to produce, whom to produce, where to produce. Let me repeat once again, what to produce, how to produce, whom to produce, and where to produce. The very first question, fundamental question which arises in my mind is what to produce. There are so many things are there, so many things are cluttered in the what you call in the market, what I need to produce. Whether I need to produce electronic gadgets, whether I need to produce what you call something innovative product, machines, tools or equipments or raw materials. This is a question. I need to go for thinking what to produce. How to produce? Suppose if I have an idea, something else I want to produce an X product. How I can able to produce? Whether I can able to produce with the help of the technology, whether I can able to recruit the skilled employees, to whose help I can able to make use to produce that product. That is called how to produce. Whom to produce? Who are the customers? Suppose if I come out with the new product, who are going to buy my product? Whether is there any customers who are ready to wait, who are waiting for your product? That we need to take in consideration. What to produce, how to produce, whom to produce, and where to produce. Whether I can able to produce the product in India or I can able to produce in Sri Lanka. Because why I take the example of Sri Lanka, what is the condition of today's market in Sri Lanka? The entire economy has been collapsed. That is not the favorable situation for me to go and establish my business there, because the cost of living will be very high, the circulation of money will be very less in the market. That is not going to be what you call help me to what you call to establish my business. I need to look at the what is a prevailing business environment which helps us to what you call make my company to be produce. That's why we used to say what to produce, how to produce, whom to produce, and where to produce. This is a question. This is what idea generation. And we have what you call brainstorming, idea scrutinization or idea screening, the second stage. Now I got in ideas. I given a task to 5 of my employees. Each one of them they come out with the 5 different ideas. I have the 25 ideas with me. Among 25 ideas, I need to select the best one idea. Which is the best? The selection process will be called as idea screening or idea scrutinization. Best idea I need to pick up out of the available what you call 25 ideas. That is called idea screening or evaluation. The third one is a business analysis or business analysis. Once the idea is finalized, how I can able to establish the business in order to incorporate my idea into the action. Now idea is in my brain. It has to be seen. It is an intangible. If someone else they wanted to see that, what I need to do? I need to establish a business. That is called the business stages. And we have a test marketing. What is a test marketing? My idea is there. I establish the business. I produce that product. But before going to release the product to the market, I need to test that product for selected customers. What I used to do here? I used to give free of samples to selected customers. For example, you might have seen the automobiles. If you would like to go for buy a car, they will give you a ride, free ride. Okay, you can take and go and ride. You can buy a scooter, they will give you a ride. You can go and buy. Or you take the examples of pharmaceutical industry, where if the new drugs enter into the market, the medical representative, what they used to do here, they used to give some free samples of medicine to the doctor, where the doctors will give free of cost to the what you call to the patients. Initially, they will be give free of cost to test how the product is going to be working. That is called test ride marketing or test marketing. And we have one more concept called commercialization. What's the commercialization? Once we succeeded in test marketing, then real business will start. I'm going to start the actual production, and I'm going to be release the product inside the marketing. This is what you call the different stages of what you call new product development. Thank you.